All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Boones Creek Opry. We have got the Tennessee Songwriters Week qualifying round taking place this evening. That's what you all are here for, just in case you weren't sure where you were tonight. A couple of quick housekeeping things before we get started. My name is Scott. I will be your MC tonight. And I get to introduce all these fabulous singer-songwriters for you that are going to partake in this evening's event. Please take this opportunity to silence your cell phones. We don't want any interruptions this evening. I know that sounds silly, but these songwriters, these folks pouring their heart out up here, they would appreciate that, so silence your cell phones. If you do need to use the restroom, it is up in the house. If you need a refreshment, we have popcorn and Dr. Enough for purchase at the back of the room. We will have an intermission, so if you can hang with us, we're going to do 8 and then 9. And I think that's all I have for housekeeping. So I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our fabulous executive director of Visit Johnson City. We think she's the absolute best in the entire state. We also hear that they have got a new state-of-the-art visitor center downtown that if you haven't seen, you need to go. And we have Miss Vicki Shell, Vice President of the Boones Creek Historic Trust and Opry. Big round of applause for them. Thank you.
Now, how do I do this? I guess it's just gonna, you can hear me, okay. No, you don't need to, my voice will carry. As Scott said, I'm Brenda Whitson with Visit Johnson City, and it's our distinct pleasure to be here tonight, to be here at the Boones Creek Opry. Part of our role at Visit Johnson City is to showcase the distinct assets, the resources that we have. And I think Boones Creek Opry checks that box, don't you all? In case you didn't know this, back probably 5 years ago, the Tennessee legislature declared that the first week of February should be dedicated to the songwriters of Tennessee. So therefore, this week is a celebration all across the state of the art of songwriting. So it's our privilege to be here tonight and partner with the Boones Creek Opry to do this event. Vicki Shell and this amazing group of volunteers at the Boones Creek Historical Trust are so great to work with, and they really and truly are preserving the art and the history of this part of the county, as well as the tradition of music. And I know, and I can't wait to see what great things are going to happen in the next phase of the Opry. And I call Vicki my new, if there was an award to be a visionary, Vicki Shell would receive that award. So again, thank you for being here tonight, and thank you all of you songwriters who have submitted to come here tonight. 3 of you will get to go on to the showcase that will be held at the Down Home on February 22nd. From that night, 1 lucky songwriter will get to go to the amazing Bluebird Cafe, where people like that have wrote music for Garth Brooks, that have wrote music for all kinds of top-tiered entertainers have gone and performed. And it's a very magical place. And I hope that one of you are able to make that jaunt to Nashville to do that. And again, we just thank you for being here and for competing tonight. Vicki.
Brenda and I started our careers out the same year. We'll both be 29 this year. She's done a fabulous job, just to echo what Scott said with our visitors. We do have the best visitors convention center and visitor center downtown in the state. We really do. It's awesome. If you haven't been down there, it's state of the art. You enter into this magical room. You need to go visit. It's over there on Buffalo Street.
It's at the corner of Buffalo and State of Franklin, across from Yeehaw Brewing. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, yeah, you really do need to go see it. Okay, the Opry, it was mentioned, it's all volunteer run. We're real proud of that. I don't know of any organization this size doing this many things that's 100% volunteer. I don't. And you have a brochure in your seat, and it unfolds and unfolds and unfolds, and it shows you what all we're doing here. We're doing a lot. We have a dulcimer jam every month. We have circle jam every week. Have the Opry every Saturday night, and a lot of workshops in between. So, and it's all made possible by Dr. Enough. Let's hear it for Dr. Enough. Yeah. We're so grateful for their sponsorship. That and Eastman Credit Union, Kelly and
There's a $10 fine that you've got to pay.
Snuffy, is that your phone? We are building a new Opry behind this Opry. That's what all that earth moving is. It'll seat 300. It'll be 3 times the size of this one. Behind that, the city is building a nature park. I say building, they're just putting paved trails in and that. It'll be all natural. But they are putting an amphitheater behind the big Opry. So we'll have 3 stages here and be having some festivals out here. Yeah. We're really excited about that. So this whole operation, I don't need to be talking this long, this whole operation has been a series of miracles, and we're grateful to the Lord here because every time we pray, a miracle happens. We just don't know how they just keep coming. Like this, the big Opry that's coming, the Governor Bill Lee gave us a check for $750,000 to build it. He really liked what's going on here. He liked that we're preserving our culture. I like to say perpetuating our culture. Preserving sounds like you're pickling it, you know. We're not pickling it, we're perpetuating it. So he really likes what's going on here. So he gifted us with that this year. We about fell out. We couldn't believe it. But at any rate, we still need some more money. It's over $1 million project, so we need your contributions. We appreciate that. All right, let's talk about these wonderful judges we've got here. I'm gonna do an alphabetical order. If you just stand up and wave we've got 3 judges now. We work hard to get impartial judges that have there's another fine. We're gonna get that building paid for.
I know who it is.
Miss Katie Oates, would you stand up, please, and wave to the people? Yeah, there you go. Katie resides in Asheville, so see, she can't be biased. Y'all know who John McCutcheon is, right? Well, he calls her to host songwriting workshops, okay? Yeah, she's like that with John McCutcheon. How about that? She's a songwriter. She's coming out with her 5th CD. It's all original work, and we're very fortunate to have her here. She's highly qualified. Katie, thank you for driving over and doing this. We appreciate you. Next, we have Dr. Susie Redmond. You'll stand up and wave. She doesn't like it when I say doctor. Dr. Susie Redmond is a music education specialist and administrator with Kingsport and Johnson City schools with the music programs. So she knows music. She also teaches music at Milligan when they call her. So I know her from church choir days and that. She's done all kinds of music. We're really blessed to have you, Susie, and I know you put your heart in this. Next, we have Leslie Smith. Stand up and let them look at you, Leslie. There you go. Leslie's been through the graduate program for Appalachian Studies out here at the Bluegrass at ETSU. She specialized in music and folklore of the Cumberland Mountains. And I'll tell you a little secret. She has a family band, her children. She has a band with her children called the Run Street Ramblers. They play this stage a lot. They're awesome. They're winning awards everywhere they go. So they've got a good mama teacher. And we appreciate y'all 3 judges being here tonight. If anyone here is interested in playing an instrument, we have a school of music here named after one of our members that's passed on, Randy Carrier School of Music. If you're interested in music lessons, we have classes here just about every day of the week. All right, I'm done. Where's Scott?
I'm getting ready to give you the book. All right. Thank you all.
The fabulous Vicki Shell and Executive Director Brenda Whitson. So guys, you'll have to forgive me. I've got my notes here, but we're going to get this party started with our first special guest and songwriter, Steve Seese. If you'd like to come on out, Steve. He's lived here in Johnson City for the last 5 years with his wife and 2 kids. He grew up in Central Ohio, where he played numerous bands, including in the Columbus punk rock scene. He enjoys hiking in our beautiful mountain region. He is going to sing for us or perform for us tonight, Precious Plague.
Thank you, Scott. Don't worry, I'm not going to be singing any punk rock music tonight. So you can put away your tomatoes. Thank you for having me out. Let me start over again. Just lost my guitar. Take 2. Tonight, come lay on my chest and tell me your fears, kid, that I might put them to rest like all of my years did. We'll fight with fire and finesse and bring 'em to tears, kid, that I won't tell a lie. There's ones that crawl through the night and lurk in the shadows, and some whose thunderous might turns peaks into plateaus. There's monsters who bicker and bite, and strangers in plain clothes. But son, I tell you, don't cry. There's gonna be a battle fight against the urge to hide those thoughts away and trade them for 200 watts, watered down projections of bravery. So mobilize your Autobots and transform the day. Among the scorpions and snakes, pirates and prostitutes, some of these nightmares are fake, while others seem bulletproof. The one that's hardest to shake is faceless and absolute. Someday you're going to die, and everything that's here was not, and everything returns to naught again. What a precious plague you've caught, that pumps the blood through the hearts of men. Love can't be sold or bought, so trade it in. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Seese. All right, and moving on with the evening, we have Jacob Hilton. He's a singer-songwriter from the big burgeoning metropolis of Jonesboro, Tennessee. He blends his influence of alternative country and acoustic music. He expresses the emotions and struggles of young adults in modern Appalachia, focusing on perspectives of mental health, the need for faith, and the search for peace. He is performing for us this evening, Famous Last Words.
A little shorter. All right, I'm gonna keep this brief. Last year around this time, I was struggling with a lot of my mental health and a lot of things going on in my life, and it led to a point where I almost took my own life. And there are a lot of songs that people tend to write about that topic and about how they got out of it. But this song is about being in it and what that was like. And I wrote this whenever I thought I was at my last day. But the good Lord let me live another day. So.
To whom it may concern, it's me here again. I hope this finds you well. If you're reading this, it means I've given in to the demons that drug me through hell. I've been fighting back as much as I can, and I don't see it getting much better. I'm terminally sick, but at least it was planned. Enough for me to write you this letter. And I have so much to say, but there's not enough time now to try and tell you all the things I wish I'd said out loud. I hope one day you forgive me for what you find behind this door. I wish I could spare you from the face that you'll see laying on the bedroom floor. I wish there's a way to say sorry and spare you from all this hurt. Mom and Dad, I love you and it's not your fault. These are my famous last words. Yeah, these are my famous last words. Please don't blame yourselves. I can't live with that as if it matters anymore. Just try to move on from the good times we had and promise me you'll try not to mourn. Cut me out of picture frames and abandon my room. Give all my guitar's away. Anything you feel that you need to do to keep you from whispering my name. 'Cause I don't wanna haunt you, and that's selfish of me, I know. When I'm causing your wounds by writing you this note, I hope one day you forgive me for what you found behind this door. I wish I could spare you from the face that you'll see laying on the bedroom floor. I wish there's a way to say sorry and spare you from all this hurt. Mom and Dad, I love you and it's not your fault. These are my famous last words. Yeah, these are my famous last words. And if you're looking for closure for the reason I had to go, I don't really have a good answer, but I love you more than you know. I hope one day you forgive me for what you find behind the door. I wish I could spare you from the face that you'll see laying on the bedroom floor. I wish there's a way to say sorry and spare you from all this hurt. Mom and Dad, I love you and it's not your fault. These are my famous last words. Yeah, these are my famous last words. Oh, these are my famous last words. Yeah, these are my famous last words. Thank you.
Jacob Hilton, ladies and gentlemen, famous last words. Incredible. All right. We would like to take this opportunity to welcome Nathan Morgan to the stage. Nathan grew up just south of Atlanta. He was blessed with a family that understood the true value of music, falling in love with the sounds of blues, country, and rock and roll, playing in clubs and honky-tonks since the age of 16. His journey led him to play the Star-Spangled Banner to the sold-out Atlanta Braves crowd. He's also opened for Collective Soul and ZZ Top. Recently moved to the area, he is here to play Come Home for us this evening.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. This is a song I wrote called Come Home, and about my dad growing up, and he's the coolest guy I ever knew, and lost him recently, but as a kid growing up, as a son growing up, have my own family now and my own kids, I like to know that I could come home every now and then to my own dad, and this is kind of a song I wrote to the message to my own kids as well, so. I remember when you were just 13, telling me all of your dreams. I just couldn't understand. Sometimes I still don't. But the world was waiting, and you had made your plan. It's a different time than the one I rocked you in. Mom's not here to see what could have been. Though you've gone oh so far away, some things don't change, and I just wanna say, so come on home and talk of all the things that you've seen. This old house is still full of great memories. It's where I taught you right from wrong, and that old room is where you wrote your first song. So come on home. Lord knows I didn't do everything all right. The things I did kept your mom up at night. I hope there's enough good for you to recall. So pick up the phone, listen when I call, and come on home and talk about the things that you've seen. This old house is still full of great memories. It's where I taught you right from wrong, and that old room is where you wrote your first song. So come on home. The broken man that went astray is not the man I am today. I've just tried to do the very best I can. Come on home and talk of all the things that you've seen. This old house is still full of great memories, and the yard still looks the same, and your mama's picture's still in that old frame. So come on home. Won't you come on home? You're still my main man. So come on home.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Morgan. All right, next, please welcome to the stage Niles. Niles was born right here in Johnson City. He spent 22 years in the Army. Thank you for your service. 20 years as security at the Johnson City Medical Center. He's been married for 54 years. Is this your lovely wife right here, Niles? Yeah. Amazing. 2 children, 5 grandchildren, 3 great-grandsons. And he'd like you to know he loves his God, his wife, his children, his grandchildren, and his country. He's going to be performing the song Tennessee Memories.
I remember way back when you were my everything. Back in '69, you were my greatest friend. Tennessee memories was our thing in Tennessee. Romance in a car, we thought we had it all. We thought that we had it made in Tennessee. Tennessee memory, Junebug on a string, catching lightning bug was her thing. Tennessee. Catching crawdads in a creek, making promises we couldn't keep, lying on a blanket way up high in Tennessee. Tennessee memory, Junebugs on a string, catching lightning bug was our thing. Tennessee. Tennessee memory, Junebugs on a string, catching lightning bug was our thing. Tennessee.
Thank you, Niles. That was awesome. Next on the stage, we have Mr. John Merritt, singer-songwriter who would like to apologize in advance. He is from Florida. He did not choose to be born in Jacksonville, but admittedly, it was not a bad place for a musician to grow up at the birthplace of Southern rock. He learned to play in the church, but cut his teeth writing songs in some other more seedy environments. He now chooses to reside right here in Boones Creek. He would like you to know, go Bars. He lives here with his wife and 6 kids and is going to play X with an E, X. X marks the spot. John, let's hear it.
At a club in LA, she was the mark, I was the CIA. Got caught in the spark, don't ever let it fade. Held her in the dark, in the light she got away. Searched my mind in attempt to find a way, justify all these reasons for my rhymes, as my fingertips slip from the grip that once held her lips to mine. And I can be more than this war to you tonight, despite what's in store once this darkness turns to light. And I can't be sure that this plight is worth the fight when we are lovers undercover. I'm not in the business of burning bridges, but as they say, all good things must have their end. And this water's creeping in, don't know where to begin. When all these sins have left me drowning. And I can be more than this war to you tonight, despite what's in store once this darkness turns to light. And I can't be sure that this plight is worth the fight when we are don't stop, don't fade away. We have given everything to this charade. You know we're always just one step from total destruction now, and I'll show you how. Swore to you tonight, despite what's in store once this darkness turns to light. Now I can't be sure that this plight is worth the fight when we are lovers undercover. And I can be more than this war to you tonight, despite what's in store once this darkness turns to light. And I can't be sure that this plight is worth the fight when we are lovers. 'Cause we are lovers, and we are lovers undercover.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Merritt. Amazing. Okay, next up, we have a special guest, Jessie Rogers, also known as Echoing Sunset. Blind from birth, Jess has a deep love for both writing and music. From an early age, she wrote her first song at 11. It was a gospel song. She so far has released 3 singles under her stage name, Echoing Sunset, and hopes to release a full EP in the coming year. She is going to perform for us Habit to Break.
Up and you see my name. Do you spend all your time wishing I would feel the same? Do you drive yourself crazy wondering what I'm doing right now? Too bad I figured you out, your habit to break. I need a rehab for my mind, your habit to break. She know that your mind's been drifting to someone else. In the life that you built for yourself, has her love gone stale? I didn't mean to interrupt you, or never mind, but enough's enough. I'm gonna have to give you up, your habit to break. I need a rehab for my mind, your habit to break. Gotta leave. You're so habit to break. I need a rehab for my mind. You're a habit to break. I've got to leave you behind. You're a habit to break. I need a rehab for my mind. You're a habit to break. Gotta leave you behind. I'm not used to not dreaming about you. Just found out that I don't want to. It's not my fault, but it's my mistake. You're a habit to break. Another habit to break. You're a habit to break. Thank you.
Jessie Rogers and Echoing Sunset. Thank you so much. All right, next on the stage, we have J.C. Radford. He's been writing songs for 40 years. He has over 85 copywritten works to his name. Lots of bluegrass and gospel have been recorded by groups all over the country. He writes true stories and songs from the heart. And he is going to play for us this evening a song called Watery Grave.
Yes, I write story songs and true songs. This is actually a true story. She'd always had a place in my heart. Nobody could know how this story would start. With the price of one love would soon bring the end. I was losing my wife to my best friend. Oh, they dammed up the river that flooded my farm, covering up rusty tractors, old houses and barns. Oh, the hill down below by the water's embrace, down there forever, like a watery grave. When we first met, it was love at first sight. Best friends and lovers to that dark stormy night. Whole rumors had spread that they couldn't be found. Some say they saw them on a bus leaving town. Oh, they dammed up that river that flooded my farm, covering up rusty tractors, old houses and barns. Oh, the hill down below in the lover's embrace, down there forever, like a watery grave. As I sit in my cabin, look at water below, there's a smile on my face nobody could know. It hides all the sorrow, the pain and the grief of three lonely souls, but there's two down beneath. Oh, they dammed up that river that flooded my farm, covering up rusty tractors, old houses and barns, held down below in that lover's embrace, down there forever in the watery grave. Oh, they're down there forever in the watery grave. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jessie Radford. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll let you get your instruments put away there for a minute. Big thanks to Boones Creek Historic Trust and Opry for hosting us tonight. We're so excited to be here. Next up, Bob. He studied music at ETSU, where he began writing original music and compositions for himself and other musicians, singer-songwriters. He's played guitar professionally as a lead guitarist for the Edsels. He's been a producer and a session musician. While working at Belmont University in Nashville, he performed at faculty and staff showcases, in songwriter workshops. You may have seen Bob perform locally at the Down Home, and also sings with the Johnson City Civic Chorale. This evening, Bob is going to play for us Our Creator.
All right, thanks for hanging with us there. Sorry to song. This song hopefully is about the message, not about me. Shining stars, the rising of the sun. He made the brightest days to shine for everyone. This he gave us, our Creator. He made the sky above, the earth below our feet. He made the darkest nights, the turning of the leaves. This he gave us, our Creator. He made the air we breathe, the oceans and the seas. Made the stars above. He gives us all his love. He made the heavens and the earth. He made the world for all of us. The sacrifice and loved us from the start. He tried and tried again to occupy our heart, and he made us our Creator. He gave his only child a reason to believe, and we're the chosen ones, his blessings to receive. And he made us our Creator. He made the stars, the rising of the sun. Our Creator, our Creator. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob, thank you so much for that. It was beautiful with that 12-string. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break. We'd like to thank everyone for being here for Tennessee Songwriters Week, brought to you by, and Miss Brenda Whitson from Visit Johnson City is coming to see us.
You know, I made a big mistake, a huge mistake that you should never, ever make. I forgot to thank my team. I want to thank Tasha Yoder. Have Tasha please stand. Tasha worked with Vicki and Scott to get all of this together. She did an amazing job, and this is her first time of doing this event. I also want to thank Alec Castro from our team, Kelly Johnson, and our newest team member, Jessica Sanders, who is our creative content person. So thank you.
Brenda, you read my mind. I was going there next. So again, thank you for Visit Johnson City for hosting us, and thank you to the National Songwriters Association International, Taylor Guitars, and the Bluebird Cafe. Please be back in your seats, ready to go again at 10 after 7. It's about a 15-minute break, folks. 15 minutes, back in your seats, ready to go. Enjoy a cold Dr. Enough and a box of popcorn at the back. We'll see you shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget your popcorn and Dr. Enough here at the back of the room if you need some refreshment. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tennessee Songwriters Week, brought to you by NSAI, Taylor Guitars, and Bluebird Cafe, hosted from our folks at Visit Johnson City in the Boones Creek Opry. As we welcome you back to the second half, we've got a fun-filled and action-packed lineup for you. We are going to start the second half with Cheryl Dixon. She is a writer and a poet, a mother and a wife. She's been married to her husband Gary for 23 years. 7 kids, 15 grandkids, and they thought it would be fun to live in Kodiak, Alaska. Recently relocating to East Tennessee, the home of country music. She'll be performing for us Love Me Forever.
This song was inspired when you write a lot of the bluesy songs. My husband said, write a happy song about us. So I did. Oops, let me get the capo. Is that good there?
Day we met, oh my heart could never forget the way your blue eyes looked at me and touched my world so tenderly. And I thought to myself, could you be the one who'd be true, who'd love me forever? Would you love me forever? Would you kiss me goodnight? Would you walk by my side down the road that we call life? Would you stand up for me? Would you gently hold my hand? Would you love me forever as a God-fearing man? We were married, you and me, and we added to our family tree. And together we were strong when any storm would come along. And when life got in the way, oh, we struggled through our day. You would promise me you'd love me forever. Would you love me forever? Would you kiss me goodnight? Would you walk by my side down the road that we call life? Would you stand up for me? Would you gently hold my hand? Would you love me forever as a God-fearing man? It's been years since we said our I do's, and your heart's been faithful and true. And whatever you do or say has brought me love each and every day. It's the little things you do that make me love you more and more. And I have no doubt you'd love me forever. Would you love me forever? Would you kiss me goodnight? Would you walk by my side down the road that we call life? Would you stand up for me? Would you gently hold my hand? Would you love me forever as a God-fearing man? You have loved me forever. You have kissed me goodnight. You have walked by my side down the road that we call life. You have stood up for me. You have gently held my hand. You have loved me forever as a God-fearing man.
Thank you.
All right, Cheryl Dixon, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we'd like to welcome to the stage Matthew Manning.
Hello.
Originally born and raised in Elizabethton, Betsytown, Tennessee, Matthew's been involved in various music projects throughout the years, both East and West Coast. He recently rejoined us here in East Tennessee from Southern Oregon. Welcome home.
Thank you.
He's
It's been a long and
perform.
strange journey.
He's going to perform for us "Blackwater Night."
Thank you, guys. This is a song about camping in the desert alone, coming face to face with the infinite. I'll leave it up to your interpretation. Blackwater night, gotta go away soon. Stretch for miles and burn away like a finger pointing to the moon. Chase the light and fly away. Fly away. Climb on board, she said. Then I read upon these pages we recorded this life you dreamed. Blackwater night, covered away soon. Called out your name, but nothing moved. Called out your name, but nothing moved. Nothing moved. So you want me to tell? Might as well, might as well. Did you forget you were sleeping, dreaming in this street? In this street, you're in a dream. In this street.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Manning. All right. Next, we'd like to welcome to the stage Heather Rupe, Johnson City native, local to the Boones Creek area from what I understand. She writes introspective songs inspired by the haunting melodies and traditional mountain music. She performs a variety of originals, gospel, and country tunes right here at the Boones Creek Opry stage. She leads our open mic on Saturday night and Thursday night Circle Jam. She's going to be performing for us Evergreen.
I was thinking of long ago. It's pretty late now. Well, it's pretty late for me. I recall a young evergreen. I had a feller. He was so mean. He was so mean. He turned my heart to evergreen. Never blue, never yellow again. Just in between. You like every break to be nice and clean, but you stay with me evergreen. And he said, Heather, if you can fill my heart with furniture, I will fill your house with love. And then he didn't, so I stole his line. I had a feller, but he had me. Oh, he had me just a scrambling down the tree. To be motionless at his side, at his trade post of lies. Well, you like every break to be nice and clean, but you stay with me evergreen. One day, that evergreen, well, she came flying down Pine Tree Lane. She was shaking from the weight of the chase. And just like that evergreen, she's returning to the trees. With the owls you can hear her screech. Well, you like every break to be nice and clean, and you've broken away evergreen. Now you like every break to be nice and clean, and you've broken away, sweet evergreen.
Heather Rupe, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have coming to the stage Travis Wright from Johnson City. Fantastic wife and 3 awesome kids. Studied at King University for his BA and master's degree. Musical influences come from 80s rock, alternative rock, country, and bluegrass. And he is going to perform, or they, excuse me, everybody here on stage, See You in a While.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right, I'd like to just take a second to dedicate this song to my loving mother, who we lost a couple years ago to cancer. This song, it really inspired me to write this song because her positive throughout the entire process. And, you know, she would just say, it'll be okay, and I'll see you in a while, which is the title of the song. So. Weekends, Don breath, she smiles. She whispers, son, stay a while. Build my home on the other side. Hold my hand. Please don't cry. Remember the time we'd spend when you were just a kid. You were wide-eyed for life. It ain't easy saying goodbye. Ain't even gonna try. I'll close my eyes. See you in a while. See you in a while. Little things that matter the most. As you reach the end of the road, I look up at the parting sky. Heart broke, tear-filled eyes. Remember the time we'd spend when I was just a kid. I was wide-eyed for life. It ain't easy saying goodbye. Ain't even gonna try. I'll close my eyes. See you in a while. Time we'd spend when I was just a kid. I was wide-eyed for life. It ain't easy saying goodbye. Ain't even gonna try. I'll close my eyes. See you in a while. See you in a while. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Travis Wright. Sorry about that. We had a traffic jam off stage there. All right, next up, we have Lindsey Laughlin. Born and raised in Bristol, wife and mother of two little girls, graduated from ETSU. She works as a counselor for young women. She got into songwriting because of her passion and love for writing. For her, songs tell a story. The story, you good? The song Lindsey has for us tonight is her story. And she hopes that the lyrics have the power to inspire, and that she hopes when you hear her song, the audience feels the same way that she does when she sings it.
Thank you.
Yeah. She'd like to thank you guys so much for the opportunity to be here tonight. And she'd like to remind you the lyrics are always there. Sometimes it just takes some courage to put them on paper and share them with everybody else.
And remember, I'm just a songwriter, guys, not a singer.
I know that I'm not perfect. Lord knows that I'm still worth it. I'm worth more than I've been told. Our story has a past, and some chapters they don't last. But yet it seems that our book has been sold. So where are you? Where'd you go? 'Cause I can't make it on my own without the ones who used to be so close. I've been thrown out in this world. Now I'm not a little girl. I've been working on myself and I am strong. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. Told I'm not okay. I've been counting. Oh my God, I messed it up. Can we start? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I wanted the Pandora version, because I recorded in a studio. I'm not a singer. I'm a songwriter. Okay. I'm so sorry. I don't even know where I'm at now. The beginning? Thank you. Thank you. I know that I'm not perfect. Lord knows that I'm still worth it. I'm worth more than I've been told. Our story has a past, but some chapters they don't last. Yet it seems that my book has been sold. So where are you? Where'd you go? 'Cause I can't make it on my own without the ones who used to be so close. I've been thrown out in this world. Now I'm not a little girl. I've been working on myself and I am strong. I've been told I'm not okay. I've been counted out and played by the ones I thought would never do me wrong. Now I'm lying here writing this old song, but I've loved you all along. Thanks, guys. All the pain and hurt I've been through. Wish I had you here to talk to. Did you ever truly care? Oh my gosh, I can't remember my song. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I look great. Thank you, guys. Where are you? Where'd you go? 'Cause I can't make it on my own without the ones that used to be so close. I've been thrown out in this world. Now I'm not a little girl. I've been working on myself and I am strong. I've been told I'm not okay. I've been counted out and played by the ones that never do me wrong. Now I'm lying here writing this old song, but I've loved you all along. Y'all, I told you I'm just a songwriter, I'm not a singer. What y'all do is amazing, so thank you. And thank you all for your support.
You all were great. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm embarrassed, but it's okay.
You did great. She did great, ladies and gentlemen. Lindsey Laughlin. It takes a lot to get up on this stage in a room full of people that you don't know and do this. I can't do it. So you did good. Lindsey Laughlin, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Next, please welcome to the stage Hannah Ray. She's an eclectic singer-songwriter originally from Michigan who now lives in Bristol, Tennessee with her husband and their dogs. Growing up, her dad is a musician. She was exposed and influenced by many different genres and eras of music. She began teaching herself guitar at the age of 12 and competing as a classic vocalist. Later, after a long period of giving up on the dream of pursuing music, she slowly began writing, beginning with using it as an outlet to process loss and difficult situations. She's learned to tap deeper into her creative side and has rediscovered her passion for music and songwriting in particular. She is going to perform for us Darkest Days.
Just gonna say I have my dad on the keys with me today. He drove all the way from Florida to be here and wrote these backup tracks for me, so. And this is a song I wrote for my parents, so.
Daddy told me don't you hurry to cash those chips and wait too early, my dear. Your work's not done here. Wanted to give up that fight, but could never ignore the call of light to wipe away every tear. Well, Daddy, you don't have to worry, 'cause your little girl is finally growing and learning to face her fears. And now she flies like a bullet. She speaks her mind like she knows it. She found herself reborn in new grace. She sees herself as an equal. Her heart's free like an eagle, and nothing can get in her way of living a life with her heart on fire and sharing love that gave her the strength on her darkest days. Well, Mama, if I've never said it, I'm sorry for the pain I caused those years, sleepless nights and tears, burdened by the guilt and shame. I tried so hard to push you away, but you stayed so near. Well, Mama, you don't have to worry, 'cause your little girl is finally learning to face her fears. And now she flies like a bullet. She speaks her mind like she knows it. She found herself reborn in new grace. She sees herself as an equal. Her heart's free like an eagle, and nothing can get in her way. Living a life with her heart on fire and sharing love that gives myself reborn in new grace. I see myself as an equal. My heart's free like an eagle, and nothing can get in my way of living a life with my heart on fire and sharing love that gave me the strength on my darkest days. It's the hope of love that really saves. So be the light on the darkest days. Thanks for being my light on the darkest days.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Ray. Thank you so much. That was amazing. All right. Next, we would like to welcome to the stage Melissa McKinney, a singer, songwriter, and music teacher who writes songs about the trauma and pain we all experience in our lives. She sings those songs as a cry for hope and healing. She recently advanced to the finals of the International Blues Competition in Memphis. She's recently performed at the Orpheum Theater. And today, she is performing for us Broke Down, a song she wrote after breaking down in, of all places, Erwin, Tennessee.
And it was 3 a.m. and I was by myself. Before I sing, I want to tell you that I loved your song. I'm sorry, what is your name? Lindsey. I loved your song and it touched me. I understood it and it made me feel things. And that's what this is about. It's not about being perfect. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I loved it. And you are a singer too, by the way. Yeah, you are. All right, let's see. I've been spending a lot of time worried about things that I cannot control. Now I'm broke down in a lonely town, nothing open for miles around. I can't help but think, what really matters anyway? When the ones you love up and walk away, when you give all that you have and they take all that they need, then they turn their backs on you and walk away. The policeman gave me a ride to a motel on the other side of town. He locked me in the back while I tried to keep myself from crying. I've been locked behind metal bars for a while now, but I didn't break the law. What really matters anyway? When the ones you love up and walk away, when you give all that you have and they take all that they need, then they turn their backs on you and walk away. I am broken down and used. I am torn down and bruised. What really matters anyway? When the ones that you love, they just up and they walk away. When you give all that you have and they take all that they need, then they turn their backs on you and walk away. When you give all that you have and they take all that they need, then they turn their backs on you and walk away. You took everything you needed, then you turned You turned your back on me, and you walked away. Thank you.
An excellent tune by Melissa McKinney. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. I thought we had another one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our competition thus far for the evening. The judges need about 15 minutes to confer. Please do not approach the judging table, bother the judges, go and campaign for your favorite artist, or interrupt them in any way. And we will be back in about 15 minutes at the Tennessee Songwriters Week quarterfinal qualifying round presented by Visit Johnson City and Boones Creek Opry. Be sure to grab some popcorn and a Dr. Enough in the back. Step outside, have a walk around, and we'll be back with you shortly. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one lone box of popcorn left back here at the back of the room. Somebody please buy this thing. It's a sad, lonely box of popcorn, and for $1.50, you could be your new friend. Excuse me, pardon me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks of Boones Creek, I'd like to welcome you back to Tennessee Songwriters Week, brought to you by NSAI, Taylor Guitars, the Bluebird Cafe, qualifying round for Johnson City, presented by Visit Johnson City and Boones Creek Opry. Thank you to all the staff and volunteers who made tonight possible. Can we have a round of applause? The folks at Visit JC and the folks here at the Boones Creek Historic Trust and Opry have done such a phenomenal job building this community. And it's going to, as Vicki said, perpetuate. So while we are waiting for the judges to come back, I have to go over a few things with you. So I thought now would be an opportune time. I have your undivided attention. Tonight we are going to pick 3 in no order of first, second, and third, just 3, and 2 alternates. So a total of 5. So we'll have 3 and then 2 more that will advance to the next round. Again, no first, second, and third. All right. Once we have made those announcements, and everybody comes up on stage and we go through that, we have got to document some things for the state and take some photos that we have to send to Nashville. So when that happens, I need only, so once we're done with the announcements of who wins, I need only the songwriters and their accompanists to stay here in the room. If you could meet your friends and loved ones outside, so that we can do what we need to do kind of unobstructed and quickly and get everybody home. Pretend we're at a wedding. We've got to take the photos, or it didn't happen. So we thought for sure by now the judges would be back, and I'm out of things to talk about. So I will let you continue to converse amongst yourselves. I am sure that it is a very tough decision tonight. Somebody said, tell a joke. The only joke I have is for some of you, you're sitting in what we call the rear back chairs. Be aware of who's sitting behind you when you're rear back in them. You won't fall over, but you might catch a toe. And don't launch yourself when you come back up to the full and upright position. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Boones Creek, we would like to welcome you back to Tennessee Songwriters Week, brought to you by the NSAI, Taylor Guitars, and Blueberry Cafe. We have our esteemed judges who have come back with an answer. Very hard to decide, they said. Before we do that, can we hear it for our sound and stage crew back there? Okay, if the songwriters would please join me on stage as your name is called, without further ado. In no particular order, Jessie Radford. With Watery Grave. I apologize, I have to check my notes to make sure I say this correctly. Nathan Morgan. With Come Home. Jessie Rogers with Habit to Break. And Heather, I need you up here too. You are one of our alternates. And Hannah Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, again, your qualifying round from Johnson City, Jessie Radford, Charles Morgan, and Jessie Rogers. Our alternate, Hannah Ray and Heather Rupe. Dad, are you coming up here? Nathan Morgan, excuse me. They hold on to these notes, I'm telling you. There we go. Nathan Morgan, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our programming for this evening. If you are a singer, songwriter, or an accompanist, please stay in the building. Everyone else, thank you again. Thank you to Visit Johnson City, the Boones Creek Opry, for hosting us this evening. Thank you for our Madam President, Lily, who was kind enough to do popcorn and Dr. Enough for us. And thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of Tennessee Songwriters Week. Stay, yeah. Congratulations, guys. Stay put just a second. And again,